Earlier today, I'm right here starting the day with a rally to fight cuts in the budget for libraries in New York City. They're worried about having to go from 7 days to 5. Tremendous turnout of workforce, of the library workforce, tremendous turnout of council members like Natasha Williams, who says, listen, libraries mean the world to me because I was a latchkey kid and the libraries were where I went after school. And then she said, that's where I borrowed a laptop to be able to do my college applications. And then she said, that's also where now I'm working to get my PhD. So I'm in and out of libraries all the time. And then Councilmember Hanif gets up and says, for the Muslim community, the libraries were the space that we created community. It was home for us. It was a safe place for us. Councilmember Rivera, who is the chair of the Cultural Affairs Committee, who's leading this rally, and then, is leading and engaging in the cultural institutions rally later on, is saying, look, we're not, what makes New York are these spaces. And it's the dynamic cultural institutions, and it's the dynamite workforce that's connected to them that we know, because NYC-ETC creates on-ramps to those particular opportunities. So we stood with them. We proudly stood with them. And by the way, in between those rallies, I was at 3 hearings today. I went from small businesses to public housing to wrapping up the day in cultural affairs, and everywhere along the way I said this: NYC-ETC is all about tracking the investments that this administration makes in job readiness and training. Are they working? What do they need to do better? How do we make sure that they're effective? And our job is to connect employers who are focused on meaningful job paths to our training providers. And then we commit to budgetary, legislative, and compliance and contractual commitments that allow us to do the job training readiness and all the different pre-apprenticeships and internships and apprenticeships and career advancement pathways that are required to ensure that folks find opportunities in this new New York. By the way, let's not forget, this Friday, Economic Committee hearing, the majority leader is leading that conversation. That's going to be all about that linkage between economic development and workforce development. And if it doesn't come to light by virtue of the questions that are being asked, we need to make it so, because that's the future of ensuring that our communities, the people we represent, work with day in and day out, find their way in this city. Be there, tune in, turn it up, get loud. It's our time.